Hey, this is Scott from PRSSetups.com, place where you get 3 different builder setup packs for 20 bucks a month. Best deal in sim racing. It's like going to 3 different shops for one stop. So we are at Atlanta this week. We're going to take a qualifying lap. It's pretty easy. Stay the low line. Make sure that you are cutting the front stretch. Pro tip here is you want the wheel as still as possible like Daytona, so you could turn your force feedback down a little bit to make it a little more smoother. But essentially you want to be super smooth. Coming to the line, you'll run high in 4 and then cut it down and start your second lap. Second lap's going to be your fast lap. There's going to be 2 different gear options, 5th gear and 4th gear. 5th gear likes cooler weather. 4th gear likes warmer weather, so around 70 track temp you want to do 5th gear, and then over 70 track temp you want to do 4th gear. So the big change at Atlanta this time is that pit road is now entering on the backstretch, and there's no speed limit back there, so we're going to go over how you can get in there and get in there really good. So essentially, I have no draft, so you're probably going to be about 10 miles an hour faster in here. So my brake point might not be exactly where you want to be. So you got the light and you got the line here. You've got to be under that orange box. So essentially, you're trying to drive in here as deep as possible. I would drive in and hit the brake just before the yellow line, but because, like I said, I don't have the draft, I'm going to go in a little bit deeper. Downshift, make sure you downshift. The car will rotate and then keep it pinned to the bottom. And then essentially what you're looking for right here is there's going to be a cutout right here where the grass goes out. You're going to have this line and you're going to have this line. The conservative braking approach is between these 2 lines. Don't speed, it'll completely ruin your entire race. So try to go through here. If you go past where the grass cutout is, there is a very high possibility that you're going to lock up and that you are going to speed. So I went in there pretty much at max, maybe tiny bit conservative. If you're over the speed limit a little bit, you have between the yellow cone we just passed and this line, so you can brake a little harder, go down below the 45 mile an hour speed limit, and then continue on after you pass the line. So there's ways you can get around coming in a little too hot. So the racing this week, it's going to be very, very similar to Daytona, but with handling coming into place. The high line, it's a little hard to get going, but once it gets going, it goes really good. A lot of side drafting off the lower line, but for the most part, it's going to be kind of that line swap we're seeing at Daytona, where the top line will get a big run and then the bottom line will get a big run. But it's going to be very, very fun, and it's going to be some great racing. So enjoy yourself this week. The pit strategy is similar to Daytona. You can take 2 tires if you don't have to take a lot of fuel. It's recommended to do that. The tires do not wear very much. They definitely wear a little bit more than Daytona. So you get a lot of fuel that you got to take. Make sure you take 4. And track position means a lot if you're in kind of a grid lot situation during your race. But it's pretty much all I got for you. Good luck this week.